Capture the spirit of the holidays like never before with Rockbrook Camera, Nebraska and Western Iowa's premier camera store since 1975. Rockbrook Camera has the latest cameras and lenses, so you can preserve precious memories and learn new photography skills that will last a lifetime. Let the knowledgeable photography pros at Rockbrook Camera show you how to take great pictures of family traditions, the kids' sporting events, and the kids' big holiday musical. Rockbrook Camera is always ready to help with amazing customer support. Join one of their photo classes to learn the best tips and order a beautiful, custom-made gift from their photo lab. Capture the beauty and majesty of winter's snowy landscapes. Be prepared for holiday gatherings and be ready to capture all the family fun. Visit Rockbrook Camera today, 1 block south of 168th and West Center in Omaha, 70th and Pioneers in Lincoln, or online at rockbrookcamera.com. Rockbrook Camera. Great photography begins here.
Help spread love and feel the joy of giving back. During the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event at Beardmore Subaru, Subaru will donate $250 to the charity of your choice for every new Subaru purchased or leased. The ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, the National Park Foundation, the Housing Foundation of Sarpy County, or Offutt Air Force Base's Airman's Attic. Plus, we will give an additional $100 locally to help even more. Go to BeardmoreSubaru.com to learn more. Submit charity selection by 1/12/24. Promotion ends 1/2/24. See Subaru.com for more details.
Vicks presents Dangerously Yours. I am Adventure. In my name, men have traversed the highways, the byways, the skyways of the world. I am the fire that burns in the heart of youth, that makes men dream and dare and conquer. I am dangerously yours. Dangerously Yours, a half hour of romance and adventure starring Victor Jory in an exciting tale based on the famous poem of Alfred Noyes, The Highwayman, brought to you by Vicks. When colds are in the air, the first thought of more and more millions of people is Vicks. People who have discovered in this fine old name a trustworthy guide to modern home remedies they can put their faith in to lessen the distress of colds. Let the experience of these millions be your guide. I am Adventure. I have sat with robber barons before their fireplaces. I have sailed with pirates in search of treasure. I have fought beside gallants dueling for a kiss. Follow me now to the forests of the England of long ago. Today we ride these forests by the side of one of the most dashing figures of legend, the Highwayman.
The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding, riding, riding.
Stop the carriage! Stop the carriage!
Whoa, steady there, steady. All right, coachman, down from the box.
Here now, what's all this?
Sorry to put you out, sir, but I'll have your purse if you don't mind.
I'll be hanged if you will.
You'll be hanged if I don't.
What is it, Sir Guy?
Stay in the carriage, Bess.
Good evening, Mr. Highwayman. How goes the night? Profitably?
You're a spirited girl, aren't you?
I'm not afraid of you, if that's what you mean. You see, I'm of a poor family. There's nothing you'd steal from me. Oh, aren't you being rather foolhardy dismounting? A highwayman is always safer in his saddle.
Bess, get in the carriage. Don't stand here bandying words with this fellow. Your father will be worried to death, wondering why the coach is late. Here, highwayman, take my purse and let us go.
A heavy purse, too. It's enough to buy your freedom.
And mine?
For yours. I'll take a kiss, if you'll give it to me.
He'll see you hanged first.
You're a highwayman. Aren't you accustomed to taking what you want?
I have that reputation. But I'd like to be something a little more than a highwayman to you, or perhaps a little less.
How strange. To have a man make love to you with a gun in each hand and a bag of plunder over his shoulder. And speak of asking.
But since I am asking...
Since you are asking. Of course you must have the key.
The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. Hello, Tom.
You're happy tonight, John?
Yes.
I take it the hunting was good.
The hunting was very good. There's a fortune in my saddlebags that'll soon be on its way to Ireland to fill a lot of empty Irish stomachs.
Be careful. Those men at the corner of the table are watching.
Who cares? No one has ever seen the North Road highwayman except in mask and hat. Who's going to link him with a slightly tipsy, very happy courtier?
You never know who it is, and that's the danger. But someday, someone will. And then what?
Then, the end.
I give you my word, landlord. The impudent fellow kissed your daughter. Not only did he steal my purse, but he kissed your daughter.
Oh, well now, Sir Guy. What's a kiss?
Look here, I hope to make that young lady my wife someday. And I can't have her running around kissing every Tom, Dick, and highwayman in the country. And will you please ask her to hurry and dress? We shall be late for Lady Catherine's ball, and I despise being late.
I'll see what I can do, Sir Guy. But she has quite a costume to get into. Aren't you wearing a costume?
I haven't any taste for such folderol. I wear a mask, and that's the positive limit I'll go to. Hurry her along, Tim. Hurry her along.
All right, all right, all right.
Yes? Oh, hello, Father. Would you hook up the back of my dress, please?
Sir Guy's in a fierce mood, the old fuddy-duddy.
I know. He's very angry with me because I kissed the highwayman.
Whatever possessed you to do a thing like that?
I don't know. Isn't that funny, Father? Except that even though he wore a mask, even though I knew he was a bandit, he was someone I recognized.
Eh?
When I saw him, I thought, why, of course. When I used to sit by the window watching the empty road in the moonlight, it was you I was watching for. And when I used to dream of someone's lips and someone's arms, it was your lips and your arms. I know it sounds foolish, but it's true. That's why I kissed him. And if he'd said, come with me, I think I would have gone.
It's a bad business being in love with a highwayman. The best you can get out of it is the worst you can get out of anything. They all come to the same end sooner or later, you know. Best girl, Sir Guy's well off. He can give you a fine home and a lot of beautiful things you've never had. Not many girls in your position in life have the opportunity to marry so well.
I know, Father, but those aren't the things I want. Sir Guy would suffocate me. I want my life to be the way it was tonight. Exciting and beautiful and challenging.
But tonight you were flirting with death. There's no man in England more dangerous to love than the highwayman, daughter.
And no man in England more exciting.
I hope you never see him again. I pray to God you never see him again. In fact, I forbid you to see him again.
Tim, where's that girl, Tim?
Fussy old goat. Come on, Father. So, how do I look?
For the first time since you were born, I wish you weren't so beautiful.
For the first time since I was born, I'm glad I am.
You'll never see him again if I can help it. You'll never see him again.
Come on, darling.
Come, my dear, we're going to be late. You know how I despise being late.
Yes, Sir Guy, I know. Father?
Yes? What is it, Bess?
Who is that man sitting at that corner table?
Him? Sir John Lancashire.
Why, haven't you ever seen him before? He's one of the King's close associates. A very promising young man.
Oh?
Why, does he interest you?
No, but for the moment I thought he was someone else. Well, good night, Father. I'll be home early.
Good night. Have a good time.
Your daughter is very beautiful, landlord.
She's a beautiful amount of trouble, Sir John. That's what she is.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you why. There's Sir Guy Barrington, ready to marry her and give her a good home. And all she can talk about is that highwayman.
The highwayman? Does she know the highwayman?
The rascal held up her coach tonight and kissed her. Can you imagine that?
Yes. Oh, yes, I can.
And now she fancies herself in love with him. Well, I shouldn't be standing here telling you all this. She's always saying I talk too much, and I suppose I do. It's heavy on my mind tonight.
So she's in love with the highwayman. But where is she gone now?
Well, she's gone to Lady Catherine's masquerade. Since Sir Guy's taken her up, she gets invited to all the gentry's affairs. Well, I've got to see to my guests. Can I serve you something?
No. I think I must be leaving, too. He'd a French cocked hat on his forehead and a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of claret velvet and breeches of brown doe skin, and they fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with a jeweled twinkle, his pistol butts a twinkle under a jeweled sky. May I have the pleasure of this waltz?
Why, I have a partner. He went to get some refreshments.
Then you're free for the moment?
Yes, for the moment.
You're lighter than moonlight in my arms.
Wasn't it rather foolish of you to come here, Sir John Lancashire?
Oh, so you know my name?
I know enough about you to hang you.
Yes? Why do you say that?
You surely don't think I'd forget you so quickly. Or that Sir Guy would.
Sir Guy doesn't worry me too much.
Then perhaps you'd better worry about me, sir. If you think I'm going to stand by and let you rob my friends, you're vastly mistaken.
I'm your prisoner. Call out, turn me over whenever you wish.
Are you so sure I won't?
No, but I am sure that if you do, it doesn't matter very much what happens to me. As a matter of fact, I'd advise you to call out, my dear. It would be very wise.
Why?
Because if you don't, you will be my prisoner for the rest of your life.
If I turn you over, they'll kill you.
If you don't, there may be a day when you'll die with me. Because I'll never stay away from you. Not now. Well, my dear?
I cannot do it. God help us both, I cannot do it.
This is my dance.
I was just filling in for you, Sir Guy. Excuse me.
Who is that Mendes?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know? But you were dancing with him.
Yes.
What's got into you tonight, Bess? Kissing bandits, dancing with strangers? Or was he a stranger?
Yes, he was.
I'm not so sure. That fellow looked familiar to me. I'm sure I've seen him before somewhere. I may have seen him earlier this evening.
Oh, no. The highwayman was much taller.
You're sure?
Very sure.
All right, my dear, all right, but I'm going to keep my eye on that fellow all the same.
What are you doing up here by yourself?
It was warm in the ballroom. I wanted a breath of air. What are you doing up here?
Looking for you.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it? You could almost touch the stars.
This is my kingdom, and now it's yours. The world at our feet and heaven at your fingertips. Oh, my darling. This is our hour to be young and in love. That's our moon in the sky, and this is our world all about us. Bess, I have to say it. I love you. I love you this hour and will for every hour until the end of time.
My darling. My darling. Oh, it's almost midnight. They'll be unmasking soon and you'll be leaving. Take me with you.
I can't. I can't take you with me. Not yet. It's too dangerous.
But tell me, why do you steal? You don't need the money.
I do, but not for myself. I've never kept anything for myself.
You see, there are people in this world who don't realize they have too much, just as there are people who don't realize they don't have enough, that they're dying too young and too poor. I steal from them. Those I take from can always spare it. Do you understand?
Yes, I think I do. But it's wrong. I know it's wrong, and so do you. There must be more honorable ways you can help.
Oh, are you trying to reform me?
I'd like to. I'd like to keep you safe. Because, you see, from tonight on, my heart will be riding the highways with you. And it's pretty vulnerable. An accident to you could kill it, too.
You're very sweet.
There's something between us. I knew it this evening when you kissed me. It was like coming home. Whatever comes to one of us must come to both of us now. It's like that, isn't it?
Yes, it is like that. I wish it wasn't. But it is like that. Goodbye for the moment.
Be careful! Oh, be careful!
After him! Don't let him get away! After him!
He's heading for his horse. We'll never catch him.
After him, you fools! After him! After him!
In just a moment, we bring you Act Two of The Highwayman. But first, a brief message from our sponsor. You know, folks, sneezes and sniffles at this time of year can ruin the most glorious day, and they can spoil your rest at night. But cheer up. If you're sniffling and sneezing or suffering from other such head cold discomforts, simply put a few drops of Vicks Vatronol in each nostril. Then feel this specialized medication go to work to relieve distress right where trouble is. Vatronol is so good because it not only soothes the irritation, but shrinks swollen membranes and makes breathing easier. At night, when such distress makes breathing so difficult it's hard to get to sleep, Vatronol quickly relieves stuffiness and invites restful sleep. Try it. And always keep a bottle of Vatronol on hand, ready to use when needed. Follow the directions in the folder. Vicks Vatronol Nose Drops. And now, Act Two of The Highwayman, starring Victor Jory.
The highwayman came riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the dark inn yard, and he tapped with his whip on the shutters. But all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, pleating a dark red love knot into a long black hair.
We'd better walk out by the gate down the road away. We don't want to waken Father.
If he hasn't wakened now, I don't think he will.
You never can tell. Oh, John, it's been so long. For 3 weeks I haven't had a word from you.
I've been busy.
Oh?
I've been making plans. I've decided to become an honest man for you. There's a prize I'm after tonight. Just one prize, and I'm taking it and then quitting.
Oh, John.
I've decided to buy a farm in the north. Would you like being a farmer's wife?
I like being yours.
Wonderful. All right, now, here are my plans.
Yes?
I'll have to be off now because I've a long way to ride. But I'll be here about noon tomorrow, and then we'll find a clergyman and become Mr. and Mrs. Farmer, and that will be the end of the highwayman.
I can't believe it. Oh, darling.
Oh, here now. What are you crying about?
Maybe dreams do come true.
Yes.
Maybe there is something to fairy tale endings. Maybe the prince and princess do live happily ever after. I've been so frightened. I've had such dreams. I kept seeing you dead by the roadside. Wasn't that foolish of me?
Oh, yes, very. Don't you know my life is charmed? Now then, Bess, just one more thing.
Yes?
If they press me sharply, I may not get here during the day. If you don't see me at noon, look for me by moonlight.
You'll surely come.
I'll come to you by moonlight, though hell should bar the way. And now, until tomorrow, goodbye, my darling.
Until tomorrow.
Dark in the dark old inn yard, a stable wicket creaked, where Tim the ostler listened. His face was white and peaked, his eyes were hollows of madness, his hair like moldy hay. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, and he heard the robber say, "I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way."
Well, Bess?
Well, Father?
So, John Lancashire and the Highwayman are one and the same.
Doesn't that sound a little ridiculous to you?
Yes, but I know it's true. Tim the ostler heard you a while ago. He told me your whole conversation. Bess, I want you to promise that you'll never see that man again. He's bad. He's a robber. And you're a good girl, and not for the likes of him. I'm going to see to it that he's put in prison. You must tell me where he hides.
I don't know. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You'll have to catch him yourself.
No, you'll catch him for me. He'll come to see you, and then we'll have him.
No, you can't make me do that. Oh, you wouldn't do that. You couldn't do that. Don't you understand how I love him?
It isn't love, it's a disease. You'll get over it in time. And then you'll fall in love with a decent, God-fearing man.
He's decent and God-fearing and fine and honest. Don't you think I'd know if he weren't?
No, you're young. Your judgment isn't worth much yet. Why, Bess, girl, you're all I've got in the world to love. That's why I'm doing this. It breaks my heart to hurt you, but I know it's the right thing. And I know you'll thank me for it someday.
No. Oh, Father, listen to me. If he dies, there's nothing in the world for me anymore. My heart would always be empty. He's the blood that courses through me, and all the pain and all the joy. He's what my eyes want most to look upon, and my arms want most to embrace. He's the difference between life and death and heaven and hell. Oh, don't you understand? If he dies, I want to die.
Love isn't that important. Bess, it only seems so now when we're young. We don't really die of it. You'll have to trust me. You'll have to believe that I know what's best for you. This pain will all pass in a week or a month. There'll be someone else then.
Please don't do this. Don't betray him.
I love you, and I must.
If you do, I'll despise you. I'll despise you and hate you and loathe you until I die.
Good night, Bess. Sorry, but I'll have to lock your door.
Father! Father!
He did not come in the dawning. He did not come at noon. And out of the tawny sunset before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's ribbon looping the purple moor, King George's men came marching. King George's men came marching up to the old inn door.
You the landlord here?
I am, sir.
Where's your daughter?
She's locked in her room. I'll take you up.
Follow me, men.
You'll treat her kindly, won't you?
She'll be all right as long as she doesn't try to escape. All right, landlord, you can wait downstairs.
I'd like to stay.
We'll call you if we want you.
Yes, sir.
Tie her to the foot of the bed. Pretty wench, isn't she?
Little tear-stained.
Well, that's what comes of having a taste for the wrong people. Have you nothing to say?
Nothing.
Well, tie her up for a death watch.
Aye.
Better gag her. I don't want to take a chance of her screaming and warning him. You would if you had the chance, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Is she bound good and tight?
Bound she is.
All right. You and Keith take up your watch by that window.
Aye.
You shoot from there. Well, my pretty, how about a kiss for a hard-working soldier?
Don't you dare.
All right. You're a little peppery for my taste anyhow.
What about giving her a spot of brandy?
No, I fixed this gag now. I'll have one myself.
She really looks like she's keeping her watch all right. All she needs is a gun.
That's a good idea. I'll tie a gun to her chest, and she'll really be a dangerous little girl with a gun tied to her chest. Too bad her hands won't be free to aim it. She made short work of us. There you are, lady. Now keep good watch.
Now keep good watch. And they kissed her. She heard the doomed man say, "Look for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way." She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat and blood, and they stretched and strained in the darkness. And the hours crawled by like years, till now on the stroke of midnight, cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it. The trigger at least was hers. The tip of one finger touched it. She strove no more for the rest. Up she stood to attention with the barrel beneath her breast. She would not risk her hearing. She would not strive again. For the road lay bare in the moonlight, blank and bare in the moonlight, and the blood of her veins in the moonlight throbbed to her love's refrain.
I wonder where she is.
Maybe he isn't coming. Maybe someone's having a laugh at us.
Well, if they are, it isn't her.
We look pretty silly going back to London and saying we sat all night for nothing.
Maybe he's got another love. Maybe he's not interested in this one anymore.
Listen.
You hear? That's him coming.
Quiet, landlord, you fool. We've got to be sure it's him. We can't make a mistake.
Get ready with your guns. It's him, all right. I couldn't mistake that figure in the saddle. It's him. Wait till he gets a little closer. Oh, Bess! Bess!
She shot herself. Glory be. He's riding away. Never mind about here. Come on, he's riding away. Maybe we can catch him.
Bess! My daughter.
He turned. He spurred him westward. He did not know who stood bowed with her head o'er the musket, drenched in her own red blood. Not until dawn he heard it and slowly blanched to hear how Bess, the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, had watched for her love in the moonlight and died in the darkness there. Back he spurred like a madman, shrieking a curse to the sky, with the white road smoking behind him, his rapier brandished high. Blood red were his spurs of the golden noon, wine red was his velvet coat. When they shot him down on the highway, down like a dog on the highway, and he lay in his blood on the highway with a bunch of lace at his throat. And still of a winter's night, they say, when the wind is in the trees, and when the moon is a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas, when the road is a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding, riding, riding. A highwayman comes riding up to the old inn door. He whistles a tune to the windows, and who should be waiting there?
Good evening, Mr. Highwayman. How goes the night? Profitably?
That depends. I'm asking for a kiss.
Aren't you accustomed to taking what you want?
But since I am asking...
Since you are asking, of course you must have the kiss.
And who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, pleating a dark red love knot into a long black hair.
And now, after a brief word from our sponsor, we will tell what Dangerously Yours has in store for you next week. Friends, if some of the beautiful days at this time of year are spoiled for you by annoying sniffles, sneezes, and such head cold discomforts, you'll appreciate this timely tip. To quickly bring grand relief from distress, just put a few drops of Vicks Vatronol in each nostril. Vatronol is specialized medication that goes to work instantly, right where trouble is. It reduces swollen membranes, relieves congestion, helps open the nasal passages, and makes breathing easier right away. Try it. You'll enjoy the grand relief it brings. Follow the simple directions in the folder. Vicks Vatronol Nose Drops.
I am Adventure. Come with me next week to the streets of early Baltimore with one of the strangest and most brilliant adventurers that ever lived. Until next Sunday, then, I am dangerously yours.
The script for Dangerously Yours was written by Gene Holloway and directed by Richard Sandville. Music for this series is under the direction of Mark Warno. Mr. Jory was supported by Gertrude Warner as Bess. Be sure and listen in again next week to another exciting adventure of Dangerously Yours, starring Victor Jory.
Ladies, to feel and look as vitally young and attractive as you should, you must have certain indispensable vitamins and iron. Be sure you get them. Take Vitamins Plus. Remember, get Vitamins Plus. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked in low prices tags and enjoy extra savings throughout the store. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Baker's, fresh for everyone.